If you watched my video on improving my mental health, you know I am on a mission to bring more joy into my life. And I found a super fun, super easy way to do that. And if that's something you want to know more about, I would love for you to stick around and watch this video. I had been wanting to do this for a while, and it's just taken me a while to put all the pieces together, but I'm ready to assemble it, take some stuff out of the packaging, and I would love it if you would come along for the ride. Whether or not you are familiar with Dolly Parton, or whether or not you like her music or know anything about her or just know her from all the plastic surgery, I have to say she is just someone whom over the years, since I was a kid, I have just enjoyed. I'm not like a super fan or anything. I've never seen her in concert. I have read a book and just watched like the Kenny and Dolly Christmas special when I was a kid. Like things like that are sentimental to me. She is just someone who is extremely positive in life. If you've noticed, she stays out of controversy. She stays out of politics. She's a very giving person. If you don't know about like her book charity, look into that. Like she's just a very positive person. For me, since that's something I want to emulate, my positivity, I just thought she in that aspect is a great role model. And I don't know if she even crochets, but I decided to put together a whip bag inspired by Dolly. So what you'll want to do if Dolly isn't someone who inspires you is figure out who your subject is. And then I went through and I just looked through like Google Images and Pinterest, and I will have some footage up over here where I'm showing you just some pictures. And I really gravitate towards the older, more vintage pictures of her earlier in her career, like with all the denim. Those are the ones that really inspired me. What you'll want to do is just, like I said, do an image search and find some pictures that resonate with you, and that's your jumping off point for the project. I absolutely loved the pictures of her in the denim with the bandanas, just like that, like that 60s, 70s country girl. But I also know, as time went on, she is definitely very flashy. She's always talked about, being very tacky. And, that's just something that is, I guess, also kind of fun. So I went through, this is a very, very simple whip bag. Some of the things I have, some of the things I collected. And I was just very thrifty when doing this project because I didn't want it to cost an arm and a leg. I had kind of looked for some different stuff on some websites and I was like, nope, we are not doing that. Dolly comes from a very simple, poor background, and I figured she would want me to be as thrifty as possible when coming up with this project. Let me start with the bag. I did thrift this bag. There's no way you would ever get one. It appears to be totally handmade. There isn't anything inside with any tags or anything. So, I really felt like I lucked out on this one because it's got the denim and it's got the bandana on top and a little bit lighter shade of denim inside here. And this bag does have a few pockets. I don't know if you can see that. There are a few pockets already in here. So I had looked online for some denim bags and I could have found something, but I just happened to find this for a couple bucks. So I think my total to start out here, I'll try to keep a running total, is $2 for the bag. The next thing I had gotten was I had thrifted this little tin right here. It just says the Tin Box Company, but I got this at a thrift store for $1, and I thought it was so pretty, and to me, it just had like a very vintage floral look to me, and this spoke to me as something that I could put with this. Inside of here, I am going to put some stitch markers, and I had thrifted these. They're Wright's crochet markers. I had paid 25 cents for these at a thrift store. They are little hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. I've kind of been saving these. Like I said, I've been collecting these things for a few months. But Wright's boy crochet markers, and yeah, they're just real simple, cute little kind of heart shaped, and I thought that would be great. So I'm up to what, $3.25 right now. Next up, I have some plastic yarn needles, but I am gonna go ahead and put these in my tin as well. And these were $2 from Walmart. I've been meaning to get them out of this little clamshell case for I don't know how long. So just my little odds and ends, and if I have other stitch markers, I can go ahead and put them in here as well. But this, it's nice and secure. So I'm up to what, $5.25 now? And I did hit up the Dollar Tree as well. Actually a cosmetics pouch. I got it in the cosmetics aisle. So $1.25. So what am I up to? $6.75 at this point. Or $6.50, $6.50. And this just has, I don't know if you'd call it a bandana type print, but that's kind of the feeling this got for me. So I thought it went pretty well there. It's just got some light blue and it does have a little bit of purple, but I thought that would be great. Inside of that, I also got at the Dollar Tree just a pair of scissors. I had already picked up the cosmetic bag. I didn't need to worry about getting like small, tiny craft scissors. And to be honest, I sometimes lose those anyway. So I thought this would be great. So add another $1.25. So I'm up to $7.75. And who doesn't need more scissors? And I just got like a light blue, like a light denim color. I did have this measuring tape already. This was purchased during a Hobby Lobby, either annual, I think it was annual sale, and it is a yarn ball. It is retractable. This didn't necessarily speak Dolly to me, but I had it and I paid 99 cents for it. So I thought that was great. So what am I up to? $8.75 now. But you know, she does wear like a lot of pastel-y type bright colors. So in that goes. If you are my age or a little bit older, you might remember the movie 9 to 5. And it is like one of my all-time favorite movies. I just thought it was fun. You know, I didn't understand it as much when I was a kid. And if you are younger, I think it might be kind of fun to watch because it was really done at a time when more women were entering the workforce and, you know, they weren't getting equal pay. Just there was a lot more hurdles back in the 70s and 80s than there are now. So some of the concepts in the movie, you know, there was definitely some problems with the boss. I mean, that's the whole theme of the movie. But just even things like finding daycare and, you know, part-time work or flex time work and just overall being respected in the workplace. But it is fun. It is cute. It's just a great movie. So definitely check out 9 to 5 if you have not seen it already. So I got this set of crochet hooks and they are bamboo. I did order these off of Temu and I have heard some pretty mixed reviews on these. I have not used them yet. I will try these out. I will honestly try them and see, you know, I don't know if the yarn is going to slip off. There's supposed to be more of the inline, it looks like. So we'll see how they crochet or if they grab the yarn. I think that's the main complaint I've heard, is they just aren't sanded super well, so they do grab the yarn. Dolly came from simple, humble beginnings, and I thought these wood ones just were great to kind of reference, you know, that part of her life and where she came from. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip up that pouch. And if you are like me, you need to take a lot of notes, and I'm really enjoying the project planners sheets that I came up with that were in my last video. You know, whether or not you want to carry something like that in a whip bag, I don't know. So I found these package of 4 little notebooks also at the Dollar Tree. So I am going to go put that in. So what was I up to? About $8 there? No, the crochet hooks were 3, so 8, 9, 10, 11 bucks. And then this would be $12.25. I will obviously just put one of these and I will keep the rest of these in my supplies. But I'm going to use this just to take little notes as I go. If I have an idea, something for a video or something for crochet project, or just writing down where I'm at so I can remember. I'm going to put that in here. I'm just going to add the total price. So $12.25 in total. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in one of the little pockets right there. It fits in perfect. And then, like I said, we all know how over the top Dolly is. I just thought this would be kind of fun. I might have to get out the scissors. And to be honest, I had, you know, I've seen these before. We've all seen these. They are kind of silly, but kind of fun. And I did know that I wanted one of these pens just because of her, like I said, love of over the top, kind of tacky things. I just knew that the bling would be a great idea to add here so that I can take my little notes. You know, maybe it's an author. Maybe you are into all sorts of things. Maybe it's a show like Anne with an E. You know, anything like that. You can really work together and find little pieces that speak to you. You know, maybe you want a bag, you know, that's of like a certain time period. That would be fun to replicate. You know, maybe you want to go like really Western. Maybe you want to go like Star Trek. Like the possibilities are really endless as far as what type of inspiration really brings you joy. And it doesn't have to be like all things crochet related. Like I said, I have no knowledge of dolly crocheting at all, but since to me, in my mind, I look at her as someone being very positive and taking bad situations and turning them into good, you know, to me, that's just something that brings me joy. So I'm going to put that in there. Like I said, super simple and easy right here. This is just a basic whip bag. I can have this ready to go. I don't need to pull any of these things out to put in another whip bag. And again, this wouldn't be like a blanket one. This would be like a tiny whip bag. But I did get one last thing here, and I think I paid $1 for this. This came off of Temu as well. And there were a lot of flashier dolly related merch on there. Of course, none of it's licensed, you know, which does remind me, my shirt I got in the men's department at Walmart. I think it was like $7. So I do love it. I do love this picture. It is shrinking slightly every time it goes in the dryer. So something to be aware of if you do buy this. Like I bought a men's extra large, and in like women's sizes, I usually wear like a 14, 16. So it is getting tighter by the moment. So definitely a shirt I would want to wear like a cardigan or another shirt over. But I got this What Would Dolly Do little boot pin right here. And it's like kind of, I think in the camera it's coming off a little bit more red, but it is kind of like a burgundy maroon type of color, but nice and simple. Like I said, I saw a bunch of like really flashy, like pink glittery stuff, but I just thought I would stick this right on my bag right here. Not being careful not to stick it on the side with the pockets. And just cute. Totally goes with the theme right there. So that was $1. So, you know, that brings me up to about $13. I know this wasn't an earth-shattering video or anything super crazy, but I just wanted to kind of get your creative juices going about how to bring a little more simple joy into just the everyday things we do. In honor of Dolly, I will be painting my nails later. I know as a kid, I would always see her have those like magnificent long red nails, and that is not really my style. I'm definitely more of a brown girl. But I got this for Christmas from my daughter, and it's that Essie brand, and she bought it. I don't know if you can see the name right there, but it is called Crochet Away. So I thought that would be a fun little thing to do so my nails would look nice while I am crocheting. I would love to know down in the comments, like, who would you make a whip bag inspired by? Who would be fun for you? I would love to know. Is it someone who does crochet or knit? Is it someone that maybe you like to listen to their music while you're crocheting? Is it someone where you have like a comfort show or movie that you put on in crochet too? And just, you know, hearing that show or movie brings you joy. I want to thank everyone for their super positive comments and reaching out and really just allowing yourself to be comfortable and vulnerable in the crochet community on my mental health video. I really appreciate you guys just being there for me and just being there for each other as a community. Thank you for watching this totally silly, unnecessary, but fun Dolly inspired whip bag video. I will have a video that I will be playing up here for you to watch next. Thank you so much for talking yarn with me. Bye.